I wish these guys could see what we see over here in the background.
Hey, you're off on this one, by the way, brother. Hey, you're off. You're
Off screen.
Yeah. Hey, and just for the record, we were not on this one last week.
No, we're not.
No, we weren't because Dave forgot his iPad at home. There you go. Nope, you're good. You're good.
Coming back in the saddle.
Get ready for the finger, boys and girls.
Chat box open. Let's get ready to rumble. Let me just check out our stuff again.
So we had a nice little warm up here in Connecticut for a few days. Got a little cold today, but it was nice. You don't think it was a little warm?
When?
2 days ago? Beautiful.
I don't remember. It was so cold today that I don't even remember what it was like to be warm. It was it's freezing outside. It's absolutely freezing. Bananas. It is let's double check here.
South Africa right now. I hope they come on today and they can talk about
Louis Van.
We can talk about how warm it was for him right now, or it is right now for him. I always said I'd love to have XRP go way up and have two places, one in South America, one in North America, and just always live in nice weather.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see something for Friday night, huh? Friday night special. Let's see who's going to jump on with us today and who's going to be exciting.
If nobody jumps on, can we keep it like less than 10 minutes?
They're coming on heavy over here. They come. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Intro to Crypto Friday night special. Michael Cristoforo, David Lamel here. It's the Intro to Crypto. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to wish you all a very happy Friday and Shabbat Shalom to everybody. I got a question for you. Shabbat is across the world. It's it's Friday. It's also the Sabbath, right? In all religions, is that fair?
In your religion?
Now, what about is the Sabbath on Sunday?
Yeah. Well, yes.
The Sabbath is still the Sabbath, isn't it?
I don't disagree with you. I think, to be honest with you, I think the Sabbath should be Saturday. I think worldwide
it is the Sabbath.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. So I don't know where the whole Sunday thing came in. That whole thing.
Well, we'll get into it.
The bottom line is as long as God is worshipped on a weekly basis.
Absolutely.
And daily, preferably.
All right. David here, Michael here, the Intro to Crypto XRP in the house. If you're an XRP fan, if you're part of the Intro to Crypto fan, if it's your first time here, let us know. We're going to get into a lot of crypto, digital assets, and what is happening in the world today. If you're watching us live on YouTube, it's the best place to watch. Instagram is also, we are back in Instagramville, letting them see us because I forgot my iPad last time. So we welcome and thank you so much for joining. Please remember to hit like and subscribe. We appreciate you so much being a part of our show. We love to hear your thoughts and feelings and educate us as much as we're educating you and the world around us. We get the voice off our phones. Thank you for reminding me as well. But it's a lot to talk about. And if you're watching us live on YouTube, and if you haven't watched us live on YouTube, go to Team Powerhouse Real Estate. You'll see the line there from our Team Powerhouse Real Estate website or YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, please. And then you'll be able to watch us on Mondays and Fridays, talk about crypto. So if you're out there watching and listening, please let us know you're joining us and you're here. We thank you so much for joining us. So let's talk about it, Mike. Well, before we get into the Clarity Act, I want to talk about the younger generations today. A couple things. One, when I went to college, learning about crypto was not an option. That was not something you could major in. And I think that today, if your son or daughter doesn't have a direction of what they want to study, they should really look into crypto to study and take classes. I went online. There was a young man I met with not too long ago, and he wasn't sure exactly. I was talking to his father, sit down, talk to my son, talk about real estate, And I recently said to him, he should really look into see because at UConn, they have crypto classes. Psychology, I think, is very important to study. I think crypto is something very important to study. And if you're not having an idea what you want to do in your future, if you have a chance to get your kids involved in what crypto is about and have them look into taking classes about it, that is something going to be huge for the entire world and what it's going to be over the next few years. And if someone gets a major in crypto, a degree in cryptology. I don't know if they're going to cryptology. They're going to call it cryptonomy. They're going to call
not cryptonomy.
It's going to call it crypto X, whatever it's going to be. They're going to have a big future financially because there's not a lot of people studying and majoring in crypto.
That's true.
And
although I did do that research real quick with you, and I said
yes,
AI is going to be putting a lot of people out of business in the crypto.
it's very possible. We don't know for sure what AI is going to kind of guide into. AI is doing a lot of great things, a lot of crazy things, a lot of neat things, and a lot of things that maybe not so great right now. It'll develop over time for sure. But more importantly, for you to go to college and study crypto right now would be huge. It's like taking finance and mixing with crypto, and know that you're going to be ahead of most people, and people need to come and talk to you to learn about crypto and how to invest and what to learn about.
I agree with you. I think it's also going to be good because, the banks will end up picking people up because they're going to be setting up their own kind of stuff. So it's not going to be like, hey, AI, just create me a, there's always going to need, I think, a human in the background. Somewhat, you might not need a ton of them.
So this week we had a major chaos erupt in the world of crypto. I mean, it's like the Senate, the Congress, the government, United States, the Clarity Act, and what in the hell's happening? Zorro Q60, hello, and thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate being here at the show tonight. What's your feeling, Zorro, on the Clarity Act that came down the pipe? There are a lot of different feelings out there about what people think about Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase. Now, did I even know who the CEO of Coinbase was before this past couple of days? No, I didn't know Brian Armstrong was. Did you? You did know. How many people out there knew who Brian Armstrong was? And how is it that Coinbase and Brian Armstrong was the one to, I'll call it, open the grenade up and find the damage that was going on in there? Like, where is Steve Sachs? Steve Sachs, right?
Yep.
Why was Steve Sachs not involved in that? Who's our crypto czar? I mean, I'm surprised as to who's involved in kind of diving into this whole debacle of the Clarity Act. Who wrote the Clarity Act? I mean, I would thought that the people involved in writing the Clarity Act are people involved in crypto. And then we look up to who did write the Clarity Act, and I see a bunch of people that I wouldn't even know involved in crypto to begin with. So I'm confused by that also.
Republicans and Democrat senators.
Right. Who are probably between the ages of 50 and 80, maybe say 60 and 80 easily. Okay. How much do they know about crypto? And who are they really looking out to protect? Right.
It's not
us.
Not us.
No,
I don't think so.
They're 100% siding with the banks, which siding with the banks is great. But to divide the banks and people in crypto, like this is the problem. If anything, they should bring it closer together, not separate the two.
Well, I mean, but I don't think that you're either going to serve, you can't serve two masters. The Bible says that you can't serve two masters. So you're either going to serve the banks or you're going to serve the people.
But why can't the people who are interested in crypto also be, it's actually, if I may say so, I'm going to step back for a second. Crypto is helping the banks out, first of all, saving more money than never saved before in the history of the banking institution, right? So what crypto has done for the banks today in saving them so much money with the blockchain is bar none the best thing ever happened to banks.
I agree with you. However,
so with that being said, okay, you go first. However,
crypto is going to change their business model.
But the business model is going to be for the better because they're saving money.
They're saving money in one respect, but they're going to lose a ton of money in the other respect.
And if you don't have to compete,
if you're not doing the deposits, if you're not having all that money coming in there to deposit and you're paying nothing to a consumer, and then you're turning around and lending it out 10 times what you took in, the banks are making a lot of money.
They're going to make more money on saving money. They're going to focus on a different angle. They're making more money today on saving money with blockchain and crypto. King Christopher is joining us, and blessed. Thank you so much for being here today. Please let us know where you guys are from, where in the country, where in the world. We thank you so much for being a part of our show. And if you haven't yet before, like and subscribe. I believe both you guys have. Biden the hair sniffer is back.
Hey, Biden.
Beautiful. Love it seeing you too as well. So the Clarity Act.
Sorry, I called you Biden. I should have called you hair sniffer. I'm sorry about that.
Biden the hair sniffer. But going back into the bank situation, the banks are saving so much money. For the first time, banks are saying we are saving more money than ever before because of the blockchain crypto. Yep. So with crypto coming to the table, they're going to not only save more money, Nostro Vostro, everything that's happening at the banks. That is more important than, in my opinion, for the banks to focus on than being competition with crypto. In addition to the fact, I believe also that crypto will be sold through the banks. Like when you walk in, you'll have the ability to sit down with somebody to invest in their
but do
401k with their crypto.
Do you think that they want to? Do you think that they want to let their whole money supply, all their deposits disappear? That would kill their business.
If their banks are going to now increase what, let's say, Uphold or the crypto platforms are offering for rates and money to make on their crypto and in their cash, it would be a way for them to really build their business up. There's some more people saying what's up over here. Biden Harrison says banks are screwed. And King Christopher Paul says Gulfport MS. No kidding. Gulfport MS
Maine?
No, MS is that Minnesota? Where's MS? Gulfport MS.
Oh, that's where he is.
Where's MS?
Mississippi.
It is Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Okay.
Sorry about that. He was telling us where he was from.
Thank you so much, Christopher, King Christopher Paul. So the banks are creating a little bit more chaos, or actually the banks aren't creating. It's the senators who are trying to put crap into this Clarity Act. That was, again, I'm just surprised that.
Well, Elizabeth Warren, though, fought for 4 or 5 years. And since I've been in crypto, she's been fighting against crypto and for the banksters. And now here she is. She's right there doing it again. So this is what they're doing. I mean, banks are greedy. Banks want to make money everywhere and anywhere you can turn, period.
They are greedy for sure.
So do you really think that they want to let a whole stream of their income disappear where they're going to compete with? Why would you put your money into a bank when you can put it into a stable coin and earn the interest rate from the treasury? That's more secure than the actual bank.
Well, the banks will now have stable coins as well.
But I'm saying the stable coin that's buying it from the treasuries, but they don't want to pay out on the stable coins. That's the whole big thing here. And this is, I'm loving the fact that Brian Armstrong actually nixed it. I'm loving it.
I'm super impressed by Brian Armstrong, but I'm just shocked it was Brian Armstrong from Coinbase that put the kibosh on everything. Who else was involved in this protection of the United States and us, the people of the world? You know what I mean?
Talk real quick. When
that one guy over here, thank you for jumping back in over here, says banks debunked gun store owners and for other political views. And Biden Harris says Trump is going after the banks for debunking him and his family. Facts.
Debunking.
Debunked. He banks debunked, he said. That's what he put. And then King Christopher Paul says they really think they aren't loading up in the bank. Leakitly, thank you so much for joining us here from the UK. Beautiful. Love having you here. Of course, hit the subscribe and like button, guys. Thank you so much. Hi from the UK. Coinbase not happy with the Senate draft of the Clarity Act. You think this will affect XRP, or will XRP keep rolling? Actually, great question. Really, really good question, Leakitly. About the XRP. We were just actually talking about the XRP thing. Yep. XRP, right, is what we focus on the most. And I think that XRP definitely is affected by the situation here, by the Clarity Act. We've been waiting for the Clarity Act to come through for XRP to go through the roof.
But
it's okay.
We already have a lot of clarity in America. We do have a lot of clarity already.
We do.
You know, the government's already determined that it was not a security.
Absolutely. So and XRP is the only one who has
that clarity.
This clarity. Yes.
Yeah, I think that and Bitcoin, I think is what it was. I think Bitcoin's on that list. But I think for the whole crypto community, I think we would be much better off having that Clarity Act pass where we're all going to benefit and all tides would rise. So
King Christopher says XRP isn't going anywhere. Well, it's definitely not going anywhere. It's definitely, the question is whether it's going to go up. You know, we're here to stay. The question is, are we not going up like we're supposed to, right? Or is this going to be a hold? I was watching and listening, and I'm sure you were too, to a lot of different people on YouTube and their different thoughts and feelings. Some people who are out there were very upset by the fact that Brian Armstrong put the kibosh on this, which I was surprised because it only protects us. And then I heard, I'm not going to mention the names of the YouTubers, but they were upset because they felt that it was better to have something signed versus and change it later on, which, if in my opinion, is a bad idea, because try to change something in the government once they put a stamp on it.
I agree.
It's very difficult, as opposed to going in the right way the first time and having no problems later on.
I agree with you.
Atlantic Living is back. Thank you so much for joining us, our friend.
You shoveled yourself out, Atlantic.
I was not impressed with Brian Armstrong not standing up for Ripple during lawsuit 2 years ago. Brian caved to the pressure, taking XRP off their exchange. Very good point you put there. Very, very good point, Atlantic Living.
But before that, Brian,
hold on. He says, in this case, Brian is absolutely right, though, especially if he is protecting yield and staking. Agree with you again, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very interesting. Again, my biggest conundrum is, how did Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, be the one to put the kibosh on this? Where's Brad? Where is the rest of the crew from crypto world, or are the crypto czar Steve Sachs? So Coinbase plays a huge role.
Yep.
This comes out now. The Coinbase plays a huge role in what's happening in the government.
Yep.
I mean, that just became a aha moment. Atlantic Living. Oh yes, guys, cold and windy way up here in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I saw that he had like 5 or 6 feet of snow. I heard from Stable Crew. He called him out. He said, "What did you have? Crazy amounts of snow."
King Christopher says, "I'm glad he did. We need the protection. We definitely need the protection. We definitely agree with you 100% that we are happy that he did that. Just surprised with who is involved in protecting us. I guess I would like to know who's the one protecting us, and how is it that senators between the age of 60 and 100 are involved in the Clarity Act about crypto when they probably know very little about crypto."
And they're all, I'm sure, been on the take from the banks for the last 20, 30, 40 years.
100%. King Christopher, I waited this long. I want it right.
No,
absolutely. 100%.
Absolutely.
It is frustrating because it was so much hoopla on the Clarity Act, right? It's always like we feel like we're waiting for that one thing to happen for everything to go up, and then we're like disappointed or let down.
Yep.
It's become a very normal thing, and I think Jake would always talk about it, or I think, as a matter of fact, Crypto Sensei talks about it. Connor, these guys, Mikkel, a lot of the guys out there, Avi, they talk about not to get yourself so excited about something in the crypto world, because things tend to not always happen as planned.
We've had this conversation
more than any other industry. Crypto definitely has like those, hey, it's going to be this date, it's supposed to come up, and then it doesn't happen. It's almost like, okay, in 2025 or in 2026, it's supposed to be the year that it happens. We know it's all going to happen, just a matter of when. We got some more people here. Daniel James is back. So good to hear from you. Big banks run the show as usual. Atlantic Living. Oh, that was Northern Living. Alan was referring to.
Oh, okay. For the snow.
From the Staple Crew. And Biden, the hair sniffer, says Sora validator will be used by South Korea for a stable coin.
Oh.
Very interesting. Speaking on that, in some of the crypto that we purchased, thanks to you guys, with CC and also, what's it called? What did I buy last?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
It actually was up a little bit. I was actually really excited about that. I want to thank you guys very much. And Leaky Eatley says, hopefully we have a good old-fashioned supply shock, ETFs and exchanges running out of XRP. That is definitely happening in the midst of everything else. Zebec. Yep. I bought some Zebec. Zebec is up. Thank you very much. 17% today. nice little pickup over here,
Nice.
right? Zebec and CC, CC's down a little bit. I always forget the name CC, what it's called. I just completely drew a blank on the
I'm with you
name.
myself.
Yeah. So Zebec is up. Leaky Lee says over here, but they're running out. Yes. So what other cryptos have you been paying attention to while this is all happening? Have you picked up anything new? Is there anything that you think that is important for us to listen to and look out and maybe buy? Love to hear your thoughts and feelings on that. Again, Clarity Act, jumping back and forth over here, like ADD, right?
Yeah.
The
good.
Clarity Act has definitely been a wild turn of events. Michael, regarding the future of XRP right now, what's your thoughts and feelings on Clarity Act, end of first quarter? People are always asking, Silent Giant, Zebec just partnered with World Liberty Financial yesterday.
That will explain the pop.
Maybe into buy.
Now you got to sell.
No,
you buy the rumor, sell the news, right? This is the news. You buy it back cheap.
I actually think the Zebec is a good coin, especially with the sporting industry. And Silent Giant, I think, was the one that shared it was last week, if I remember correctly. I want to thank you.
I'm not saying you're not going to buy it back in. I'm just saying buy it and hold. I'm telling you, the more I was on the website. I was on the website today, Atlantic Living. You'll appreciate this. I was on the website today, and I was actually going through and taking a look at the Stable Cruise program for trading, the autonomous trading.
King Christopher says Zebec, ZBCN, let's go. Is that different than Zebec? I don't even know now. I'm gonna look into that one. Oh, we're jumping fast over here. Biden Harris for DTCC Canton. That's it. Using Canton.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. T-Rise XTC for tokenization. XLM involved as well. Thank you, Biden Harris It's because of you I bought Canton. I appreciate that very much. And Lennox Linning says, stake Zebec once the new Zebec super app is available. A friend of mine just got $250,000 free staked Zebec after 4 months.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I need to learn more about that. That might be above my pay grade in my brain.
Who was that with? I'm just curious. Do we know who, who did they do? Was that, what exchange was that?
He said stake
or
Zebec
wallet.
once
or
the
wallet.
Zebec super app is available. Okay. Mambo Land is back. Thank you so much for joining us, Mambo Land. Hello, fam. Just arrived and glad to see you guys are covering Zebec. You know, the Zebec thing is definitely a hot little ticket right there, and so reasonable to buy. I mean, how can you not? I mean, let's just look at the price of Zebec today, and happy to share that information. We're at hold on a second. I gotta find here we go. Zebec.
You already had it open. It was there.
Thank
price
you.
is right there.
All right. So current price 0.00338. I bought it at 0.00288. And making a nice little push. I'm definitely down with Zebec. And I want to know over here, Mambo Land, hope you did your research on Zebec. I'm actually doing my research and learning from you guys and doing a little research here as well. Atlantic Living says right off Tangem wallet he uses.
Okay.
So I need to learn about Tangem wallet. I need to learn about this thing over here. Atlantic Living, please share all of us about this Zebec and how to stake it.
That's good stuff.
That's really good stuff. And let's you guys all know about this, but I didn't know. Stake Zebec once the new Zebec super app is available. Definitely want to know about the Zebec. Oh, Zorro says Zebec is up, but still don't break out. Listen, anything going up is a plus for all of us, right? Up is better than down. And even if it goes down, you buy some more, right? That's the way I look at it. It's having a little fun, but I'm definitely going to unload a little more into the Zebec thing. There's a lot of room for improvement and what they've been purchasing. What does it talk about what the company has to offer? I mean,
is there some kind of resistance? I'd be curious to know if you guys know, is it where are you guys expecting this thing to go up to before you get some major resistance? I haven't looked at the chart or anything.
We got a lot of people talking over here. Zorro says Zebec is okay. Azuro says, Atlantic, you say staking Zebec on Tangem? Question mark. And guys, we are able to buy an ISO 2002 project well under a penny. The company is Davos with Ripple. Davos with Ripple. Okay. Davos, is that, you just type in Davos and look for that? Miami Boys back. Thank you so much for joining us here again. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Have a question, please say the trial's boyfriend 34-year-old Daniel Eduardo Romero was not the child's biological father. What? Cause believe, can RippleNet operate without using XRP? I don't think.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Biden hair sniffer. Russia introducing crypto legislation in the spring. They've been using Z payment since 2007 before Bitcoin, all linked to Ripple. Wow, that's awesome news. Miami Boy, I have a question. Can RippleNet operate without XRP?
I think we just said
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
Silent Giant says $1-5 this cycle. $1 to $5 this cycle. King Christopher says I've seen from 0.20 up to dollars on Zebec.
Up to dollars?
Up to dollar signs on Zebec. I've seen from 20 cents up to like big money on Zebec. Zebec definitely seems to be
20 cents. You'd love 20 cents.
I would love 20 cents.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to. I'm really gonna. You know what? I think I'm gonna do in honor of you guys. I might buy a little more Zebec while we're talking here, just in honor of you guys. I might.
We're showing how crazy Dave is.
I'm gonna do it. While it's, we're gonna do something crazy here. Let's see what happens here. Let's do this. Let's do this, Mike. We're gonna do something right now crazy. I'm gonna buy. Zebec.
Dave's more impulsive than I am, as you can see. Dave does the quick trade right on his phone. I'm a little bit not like that.
We are buying some more Zebec in honor of you guys, and we are going through purchased.
Congratulations.
All right. Thank you guys so much. XRP is in need to move the volume, and Zoro says, wait, it's gonna go. Zoro says, go down. Wait, what? It's gonna go down now that I bought it. Come on. Let's see. So we have some Zebec over here. We have wow, I got a lot of Zebec over here. That's interesting. All right, Mike, you probably think I'm a nutball for doing that. I apologize.
No, I love it. I love it.
Zoro says, I hope it's gonna go up in honor of all of you out there. So Zebec,
well, with all the geo stuff going on around the geopolitical stuff that's going around the world, everything's a crapshoot right now.
Zoro gives fire. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. You guys are awesome. Again, Clarity Act. How is it going to affect crypto? My God, crypto. How is it going to affect the industry as a whole? How is it going to affect XRP specifically, which is our claim to fame? We are all in on XRP, but we also like other coins like HBAR, XLM, and XTC, and oh my God, Flare, and Zebec, and Canton Network. Mamboland says, and Zoro says, still a good price. Mamboland says, welcome to the Zebec family. Glad you heard my advice to research. By the way, your average entry is better than mine. Face green, smiling, but I'm DCAing. Biden hair sniffer says copper is going to go next. It's funny you mentioned that. Mike was at Home Depot the other day, and he says to me, I can't believe how much money it costs to buy spools of
wire.
Wire.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
12.22.
Well, copper's been
$320.
I think copper was
250 feet.
Of what kind of wire?
It was 12.22. So it was 12 gauge, and it was two.
Was it copper? Was it?
It's all copper.
Okay.
Yeah,
because
it's all copper.
Copper's been going. How much I find. I know nothing about electricity. Obviously, outside of turning the light on and off, I'm the least handy guy you ever met in your life. Atlantic Living says Zebec community is enormous. The world leader in payroll. One of a very few invited to the SOBIS 2025 and in Switzerland right now at an event with Ripple.
Well,
Michael, I think that you need to get on the Zebec thing ASAP.
Sounds like I need to.
Yeah, I'm excited for the fact that you can get so much for so little.
I want you to win on something though, Dave, without me. I want you to win on something without me.
I'm winning on XRP.
I'm okay with that.
I'm winning on XRP.
We are
winning on XRP. Let's see. We got Atlantic Living. Thank you so much. That's very important information. And how is it that we're just finding about the Zebec?
It's like Canton. I mean, honestly,
Canton and Zebec.
And
Canton's
been
it's funny.
Really,
go ahead.
I was going to say Cypher X really has been really
ripping through Canton, loving Canton.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is where, again, this is the world tour of Intro to Crypto. You guys are making this place the most exciting environment in crypto on YouTube. And we love the fact that you're involved in communicating with us back and forth. We're learning together and sharing together. I want to know from all of you guys. Zora says Zebec is amazing. Biden Harris says Algorand also doing a stable coin. Ripple is helping them. Again, Ripple is connected almost to everything. It seems like everything that's going positive is somehow connected to Ripple.
Except the Clarity Act.
Where
were they on the Clarity Act?
So this is the part that I want to ask of all of you and what your thoughts and feelings are on this, the Clarity Act. Who should be working on the Clarity Act? Who should be involved in writing the Clarity Act? Should it be senators who are between the 60 years and 100 years old? Or should it be people who are experts in clarity of crypto? I mean,
maybe there were experts that were in there. They just added all the banking crap on top of it. That's what I'm thinking.
But who's at? Wait, but it's
the senators.
When you Google,
they're all negotiating.
If you Google right now, who is involved in making the Clarity Act? It shows these senators from.
But it also said David Sachs. His job was to push it through. He was pushing it through. So my question is, if he's pushing it through and they're making addendums and attachments to it, these congressmen, based on what they want to get their pork involved, then you end up with a shit sandwich, so to speak. Excuse my language if there's
so the reality is, I don't know how we can have someone pushing something through until we know what it is, unless they changed it, like you said, while he was pushing it through. But then is Brian Armstrong the guy that has to check everything? Is he the one that checks everything out? Is that his job? Is that Biden Harris never says not bankers or dinosaurs? Exactly. Mambo Land says we will all win together. Rocket red countdown liftoff. Amen and hallelujah. Amen, hallelujah. We love it. And by the way, what's your thoughts and feelings, as I'm slurring my words over here? What are your thoughts and feelings on our background today? Do you like our little background? Let me know what your thoughts and feelings are. We had some fun making that up. Little chaos in the background. But
Dave had fun making it up. Don't give me any credit, Dave. That was all you. Nothing to do with me.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand this whole Clarity Act thing. I'm so confused by who made it, what's in it, and how is it that we find out now, the day that it's supposed to get signed, all the crap inside it. Yeah. Why wasn't all the crap inside it debunked and found out before it came to the day to sign it? Why wasn't this all kind of, checked your...
I think that's why our government doesn't work well.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's no different than Nancy Pelosi. What did she say years ago? She says, you can't see what's in the Obamacare until
you sign it first.
Vote.
That's crazy.
So you can't read it until you vote on it.
Right.
And that was thousands of pages. Who's going to be able to read it in the short period of time?
Another question is, how many pages is the Clarity Act?
Good question. I don't think it was that many. That's a good question. I'll Google it while you're talking.
We got more people over here.
I'm going to say 200, maybe 300 pages. Let's see.
Depressing Tyrant over here. It says at Team Powerhouse Real Estate, best viewers, SMMTLP.line. I'm not sure what that is. Thank you for jumping in. Atlantic Living says Brad is literally talking about Zebec in a clip, talking about being paid every second, hour, day, exactly what Zebec is. Wow. Also, that looks like a Zebec ship above Brad. Stewart in Trump in White House. Gotta see. Can you share that? Is that
Is
possible
the
to see that
Clarity
picture
Act.
you got over there on this over here? That'd be amazing. So Brad is literally talking about Zebec in the clip and talking about being paid every second, hour, day, exactly what Zebec is. Also, that looks like a Zebec ship above Brad, Stewart and Trump in White House. Is that in the picture here? I can't.
Not,
Oh,
no.
so-
That's that was their
Okay.
picture at the White House, I think.
And Biden history says XRP was deemed a currency in 2015. SEC case was fake to hold it back. Absolutely. I mean, it's been an
Clarity
SEC
Act was how
debacle,
many
but it
pages?
all
I
happened
think
for a
over time.
reason, because we are today where we are because of what the SEC lawsuit did to us, making us a very thick-skinned group of people, army, family. It's all about clarity. Ha, no pun intended. Clarity of what XRP is and what it stands for. Now we just need the Clarity Act. What do you got over there, buddy?
I was looking to see how many pages. I'm just struggling to see how
Can you
many
just
pages.
get a page count? It won't just tell you how many pages are there in the Clarity Act?
I'm asking, but it's not saying. I'd be curious.
I would say, how many pages are in the Clarity
How
Act?
many pages in the Clarity Act?
AI is going to give us an answer over here. 200 to 257. That's a wide range of pages. With a House version noted that 236 pages and Senate draft amendment recently released, all aiming to create a comprehensive framework for digital assets. Not sure if I can agree with that. It seems like they're aiming on not the digital asset side specifically, but maybe that's what the original idea was.
So 236 pages. That's a lot cheaper than Obamacare, though.
A lot cheaper,
a lot
smaller.
a lot smaller than Obamacare.
Let's see. Biden Harris ever says over here, Brad Garlinghouse, Alderati with two ships in the background in the White House. Who's having dinner with Trump? It ain't Sailor.
Yeah. So he's talking about when Donald Trump and the lawyer were having dinner with the beef bourguignon.
And Atlantic Living says, hey guys, what's the name of that amazing pizza shop in New Haven? It's Sally's Pizza. Some would say it's Pepe's Pizza. Some would say Modern Pizza, but Sally's is number one, not only in my opinion, but I think it's number one rated. But there's a lot of
when you're
pizza.
coming down, so we can take you.
There's so many great pizza places in New Haven County. It's not, I mean, there's so much great pizza. Zoro says Bitcoin rug pull is on the way. Funny you mention that. I definitely see Bitcoin taking a huge dive.
There's been several ones that have been selling, actually. Some of the big boys. I
think that you're going to see Bitcoin back at 50,000 easily. It's going to take a dip. And then at the same time that happens, I think XRP is going to do one of these things. It's going to kind of cross that up. Am I making too many hard statements?
Yeah, you're predicting. You're definitely making some predictions here, brother.
What do you think about the
I'm just shutting right down. As soon as you're saying that, I'm just shutting down. I'm like, oh, Dave's predicting. I'm going to shut up.
I'm with Zorro. I think that Bitcoin gets a rug pull. I think it's gonna 50% drop. And it's almost like
it's not a lot of them though, Dave. There's not a lot of them.
There's not a lot of them in.
There's not a lot of them. You still have a lot of corporate that wants them.
The Bitcoin. Yeah.
So I mean, there's so few of them. It's tough to see it going down 50%.
Well, I didn't say it wouldn't go back up. I just think it's going to come down. But I think XRP what's XRP now? The number one coin. Am I right? Am I wrong? It's
no number one.
Not number one. I'm sorry. Top three. Go ahead, tell me.
No, I was going to say it was. I don't even know if it's 3 or 4. Right
I saw at one point it was
looked.
number one. I did see number one. Zoro says yes, and government. And Zoro says the government's going to do this. There's a lot to say, a lot to do, and a lot of questions out there with this whole Clarity Act. I definitely think that the Clarity Act situation has affected the crypto market. It's put a big curveball. Everybody's kind of staying side by side going, what just happened? At the same time, I believe it's good that it stopped from happening based on how it was set up. And I'm disappointed that we didn't know what's in the Clarity Act before it came to the January 15th date. I think that it should be something that everybody should be able to see.
I wonder, that's a great question. I wonder if you went online, if you could actually see what they're actually voting on before they vote on it. I wonder. I've never I never really looked to read 250 pages before they vote on something.
I keep looking to my side over here, guys, because you guys are over here on the computer. It says, Zorro says they're going to sell together. Leaky Eekly, hopefully we can get DPEG away from Bitcoin before it crashes, LOL. Do you know what DPEG is?
I think depegging.
Oh, T-pegging.
Depegging.
What's that?
They're pegging. I think that they're saying Bitcoin's number 1.
Okay.
We're number 3, number 4 as XRP.
Yes.
So there's the pegging that.
Please forgive me if I don't understand the lingo sometimes. I'm not as you guys are. You guys are much smarter than I am. You know a lot more, and your language on the crypto. What's it called? These little short words. What do they call those things? Like
an acronym.
Acronyms, yeah. So please forgive me. Yeah. So again, here we are. It's Friday. It's January 16th. What's going to happen between now and next week? I bet you a lot is going to start to come out regarding this Clarity Act.
I don't know. Stable Crew. Did you hear what Stable Crew said?
I did not hear what
he said. That this will probably throw it back a year and a half.
Wow. That's a big timeline.
He was basically saying that it could be 27.
He's saying it's starting from the beginning. They're going to erase everything and start all over.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Right.
I really like him, but he's a smart man. You know, he's got a lot more wisdom than I do.
King Christopher says, we follow Bitcoin, BTC. We appreciate you sharing that too. Listen, Bitcoin's a godfather, right? It is what moves the market as a whole. I don't know if I still think in my mind and in my conviction with XRP that at some point, which sounds crazy because we are at $2 a coin, that at some point XRP is going to be much, much, much higher than Bitcoin.
Yep.
I see XRP running the whole entire world, involved not only in the financial systems, but everything that you touch, do, and use, somehow XRP is going to be involved in it. The integration of XRP with Ripple is going to be massive in the world as a whole between banks, and it's going to be economics, and it's going to be businesses, and it's going to be schools, and it's going to be AI, and it's going to be robots. It's going to be everything somehow is going to be linked to XRP and Ripple. I think somehow it's going to be it's almost like in order for electricity to turn on, you're going to need to have Ripple involved in it. Somehow they're going to be involved in everything. I think it's really going to be huge.
I mean, they're saying that it's going to be bigger than Amazon. So
I mean, that's pretty big.
Amazon's everywhere.
We have
Think of how many things are in your house, by the way, that you purchase from Amazon
every day. A ton.
I mean,
every day. Mambo Land says HR 3633 Digital Asset Market Clarity Act of 2025 face red smiling live. And Biden Harris Service says when other countries bring in legislation, which they will very shortly, U.S. will have no choice. I think that most of the countries in the world are moving faster than the U.S. is. And look at the United Kingdom.
Of course they are.
I mean, every country in the world seems to be moving faster with crypto.
We've got the banksters slowing it down.
But they have banksters also. United Kingdom's got banksters, the BIS. And the BIS we just talked about last week, which has got Ripple working with them. I mean, again, no one's talking about it but us. I actually went to YouTube to look up about the BIS. No one's talking about the BIS. No one's talking about the BIS and Ripple and how they're working together. I mean, there's so much happening with Ripple, XRP, and everything involved in the financial world.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. King Christopher says that is pegging. That is depegging. And Biden Harris says silver and gold is all involved with what's going on. I believe that also. Atlantic Living says exactly. That's why Brad did not show much backlash at Brian as Brian did. Ripple is deeply embedded and already won. Like with what you said as well. Basel 3 by Biden Harris Sniffer. All right. Biden Harris when you say Basel 3, I'm not sure what it means.
Basel 3 is the new banking. It's the new banking system going through.
Again, please forgive me. The new banking system going through. Okay, good to know. I need to learn more, Mike. I need to get educated fast. As a matter of fact, by the way, I did some Googling, right? Some Googling about taking classes on crypto because you can take classes in crypto at a few different schools, online classes, which I thought to be very interesting. I think that more of us should be doing that. Because
isn't David Schwartz going to teach one?
That would be amazing.
I'm just
Could you imagine?
No, I can't even imagine.
That would be unbelievable.
That'd be funny.
Hear ye, David Schwartz is going to be teaching. That would be a class that I think a lot of people would find out themselves. Yeah. But yeah, I think that it would be important for all of us to really look more into crypto and what's happening in the world with it, as far as how is it that the United States is so far behind? Am I wrong? It seems that way.
The SEC lawsuit put us back for 5 years. And that's put XRP, and XRP basically was the one that was fighting for all of crypto.
Yes.
So right off the bat, what does that tell you? That tells you our government is the one that's hindering us.
They really are.
As far as I'm concerned, they are the ones that are hindering us.
But is there a reason for it?
Yes. It all comes down to money. Money and power.
Is it because they're trying to own more of it? Is it because they're trying to hold off on XRP going higher? Is it the Black Swan event? What exactly is happening?
That's the question for everybody. But you always have to go to, where's the money? Who's going to process it? Who's going to profit from this thing? So clearly there was a lot of people making a lot of money by this delay.
Speaking of the banks, how about BlackRock?
Ethereum.
You think BlackRock has anything to do with this, Clarity Act? Are they involved in looking at the Clarity Act? How tight are they with the banks? Is that something that they're involved in? Is that a question that'd be questionable?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
King Christopher says, why W Grok? I'm guessing you look up Grok. Biden Harris says, unfortunately, in the UK, we got a tit called Starmer, wanting a war with anyone. Interesting.
Oh, that's okay. That's a politician. I assume.
Okay. Good to know. And King Christopher says they don't want me a billionaire. Not yet. And Triple Nurple's back. Hey there, fellas. It's a battle for positioning. Definitely agree with you. And that one guy says they wanted to continue their social engineering with all that funny money first. Very possible. Very, very, very possible. It's a lot of funny money.
Tons of funny money.
Who's in charge of what and who's making what?
Yep.
And when do we get to make what? That one guy says they, which is so funny money. Biden has different. They don't want people being rich. I believe that, but I don't think they can hold back much longer. And I think they can't hold back much longer because we are more present personally and emotionally than we were ever before.
There's definitely a great awakening that's happening.
A great awakening. That's a
great awakening is happening around the globe. No doubt about it.
It's around the globe, yet only 10% of the world is in crypto. That's the part that's
that's the crypto thing. I'm talking about, what about the great awakening of just with all the stuff that's going on, and what happened in Venezuela and what's happening right now in Iran, and these uprisings that are happening that are just people are waking up to what's been going on with governments, and I think it's going to be. I think it's great.
It's going to get better.
It's going to get better.
A lot more peace.
Yep, I think it's going to be
a lot more freedom, a lot more peace, but we need a lot more clarity. That's what we need. Let's see. Mambo Land says depegging means decoupling. Thank you so much, Mambo Land. Decoupling. XRP will soon dance to its own beat and not with Bitcoin music. So if Bitcoin crash, XRP will rise. That's what I think is going to happen personally. And Biden Harris says UK banks stopping people buying metals and crypto, saying it's for our safety, but gambling is fine. So that's
fascinating.
Yeah.
Now I heard on a podcast last night saying that that's not just the UK, that they were supposed to be implementing a lot of that around the globe starting today or tomorrow.
No kidding.
So that will be interesting to see if it's
not
happening.
Able to buy metals in crypto.
Well, they're going to limit it $500.
$5 bill to buy of
$500 you can $500 you can actually even withdrawals is what some of the take it with a grain of salt. I'm just saying this is where some of the stuff that they're talking about that's going to change. And the fact that I'm hearing that it's in UK already, this is going right along with what happened in Greece. In 2013, Greece actually had capital controls, which seems like they're starting right now in the UK, which means this could be something that becomes a worldwide issue. And if it does, you don't want to have your money. You'd rather have your XRP on a cold wallet. At least it's your asset.
Right.
Versus, these banks in Cyprus, these people got pennies on the dollar of what they had in Greece.
Crazy.
So you don't really want to be in the banks heavily when this stuff actually goes.
Interesting.
Just my take. So, at least when you have something on a cold wallet, you got it. It's yours.
Biden Hairsniffer is a historian. Very, very smart historian. Phoenix Rising from the Ashes, 1988, Economist magazine front cover.
He's been talking about that.
You are a historian of historians in knowledge that is so powerful. I love it. I love what you're sharing with us. That one guy, that one guy says, this is awkward retail front runnings on this level. Trump said in his first cabinet meeting, I'm going to make so many millionaires. He wants to make us wealthier. He has every intention, which is why he's such a big crypto guy, which is why he's trying to change the game. And so many of these people in government, they just want to put as much constraint on him as possible. It's so sad, so crazy.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Did you hear what I read today that Donald Trump, we're getting killed here in America on electricity prices.
Killed.
They're just, especially in Connecticut, they're just absolutely
disgusting.
Terrible.
The amount we're paying for electricity in Connecticut, and what's even worse, and you may not even understand this or know what's going on, there are people who did not pay their electric bills for the last 5 years.
During COVID.
And they're making everybody else pay the bill on top of their bill.
20%.
You have no choice but to pay. They automatically add it onto your bill and you cannot deduct it. Can you imagine that?
Yep. And it's been going on for a year and a half right now. I thought it was over after a year. It's still going. Once again, perfect example. They implement and they don't take away. And we were talking about don't implement the clarity because trying to get them to change it later.
Impossible. Biden here says, King Christopher says you should be using the XAMAN Zaman wallet.
Yeah.
I need to learn about the Zaman wallet because I don't know that one. And Biden Christopher says bankers want us begging. Never going to happen, but they probably do. They want control. And King Christopher says it varies, but I've gotten up to 45% returns. No kidding.
45% returns on what?
On the Zaman wallet. I think
he's staking with that. I have the Zaman wallet, but
you have the Zaman wallet. You didn't tell me about the Zaman wallet.
I've had the Zaman wallet for 5 years. I never use it, but
it's
I have
all coming out right here.
I have it.
But how about introducing me to the Zaman wallet? I've got the Gemini wallet. I've got the Uphold wallet.
Dave, you can only handle what you can handle, Dave. I know what you can handle and can't handle. We've exceeded that.
Okay,
no,
fair.
Just
fair. Listen, slow pieces. I get excited. I make decisions sometimes rationally and sometimes irrationally.
Yeah.
But the things I make decisions on, I usually have a group of people like you guys are my support system here. I'm listening to you. I'm feeling you.
My biggest fear, Dave, is you start up with a Zaman wallet now, and then you get a new phone and you lose your seed phrases.
That happened. It happened. I got the new phone. Flare password. That's
Bifrost. That was
Bifrost wallet.
Go on.
All right. King Christopher says it varies, but I've gotten up to 40% returns, and Zorro is crying laughing. Thank you for. I hope we're making you laugh over here. Mambo Land. The same thing in taxes. The same thing with taxes. It was meant to be temporary, but here we are, face green, smiling. Mambo Land, you're hilarious. Biden Harrisfer says, I prefer the Nano no battery. Nano S no battery.
Oh, okay.
I like the didnt't wallet. That's like the Nano. I had the Nano first, right?
We had the Nano X.
I had the Nano X first, and then I switched over to the didnt't wallet, and I switched over to the didnt't wallet. And again, whatever you guys like is what's best for you. It was recommended by Jay Claver. Mike showed me how easy it is to do everything over here. I like the app for it too.
Well, it's nice because on that, it's got the screen right on there, so you can literally just take a picture, which I love. I mean, I couldn't do that with my Nano. I don't know if you can do it now with this new one.
Maybe the Nano S has that. Well, maybe Biden Harrison will tell us. Biden Harrison says titanium plate stamp seed phrase with stand a fire. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Very good stuff. All right, listen, it's Friday. I want to thank you so much all for being a part of the show. Mike and I really appreciate you being a part of the show. It's Friday night. I want to wish you guys a wonderful weekend. We love and appreciate you all. You are the intro to crypto. You mean everything to us. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for your conviction. Thank you for relationships. Hit like and subscribe. We appreciate you so much. We look forward to seeing you Monday with some exciting news on Monday. Can't tell you what it is yet. It'll be announced on Monday on the show. Talk to you soon. Stay healthy.
Geez, you're surprising me here. All right.
Stay healthy. Invest correctly. We are not, by the way, I never did a disclosure. We are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. This is a realtor and a mortgage broker talking with you live on the Intro to Crypto YouTube. We love you guys. I got a couple more things over here. It says, let's see. Let me just get you guys quickly over here. I'm sorry. Wow. You guys came through quickly with a bunch of things over here. That one guy says, y'all should be 1,000 subscribers when XRP jumps. Amen and hallelujah. Amen. Super chats will be affordable.
Yeah, because Dave's going to give away that sweatshirt.
Love you so much, that one guy. Appreciate you. Hoping to hit 1,000. We'd be amazing. Please share our YouTube channel with your friends and family. Atlantic Living, love you, buddy. Interesting that Versan is calling a downturn in market end of March, 8 to 9 months after first initial rate cuts. Waters Above is calling for a downward movement in end of March, and based on astrology, Biden and Harrison says should sell some black XRP hoodies. You know what? I'm going to work on that. I need to learn how to make that happen. But if you guys can help us get to 1,000, that'd be amazing. If you don't mind sharing our information with your friends and family, it means the world. Thank you so much. Really, really means a lot. We love you. We appreciate you. And
I just for the record, I also listened to Bearable Bull with that gentleman.
Atlantic Living?
No. Yeah. Who was it? I always forget his name. The one talking about astrology. It was not Versan.
Okay.
It's the other one he has on.
I like the Bearable Bull. He's a funny guy.
Oh yeah, no, it was a good podcast, but they're not always right.
We're gonna try. I don't know how to do a lot of things. This is still new to me. I want to learn how to get the hoodies up on here. That'd be an awesome idea. I'd like to give a beautiful couple hoodies away, and to get our 1,000 marker. If you're the number 1,000th person, it'd be a great thing to have. And put some things make a shop over here as well. I don't know how to do it. I'm going to have to learn how to do it.
I don't know, Dave. We haven't even been able to get you to get a video to show up on our podcast.
No, we could. What I really want to do is, if you guys are interested ever, is to come on the show live with us. Love to have you, bring you on. If you ever want to come on the show, we'd love to have you if you're up and open for it.
Do they have to show their faces, or can they just?
I guess I don't know how it works, because when we brought our friend,
he chose to. But what if somebody wanted to come on and they just wanted to have their voice?
I guess you could blur your face when you're doing it.
Yeah, I think they would just not open the screen, not open the camera, so you can be on without your camera, without their camera.
But then they can't.
Yeah, it's like a Zoom call. They can still talk. Yeah, they just wouldn't show their face.
That's a good point. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you want to come on the show, if you want to blindfold, or you want to blur the vision, whatever you guys want to do, we're in for it. All right. Thank you guys so much again for joining us Friday night. Happy weekend. Happy Friday. Shabbat Shalom. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Atlantic, when you coming down for pizza?
Please reach out. And by the way, if you want to ever reach out to me, I'm going to give my cell number out to you. 203, this is for everybody, 671-7062. My email address is david.t last name lemel@gmail.com. Make sure you put in the headline, intro to crypto, something along those lines that you saw the show and you want to reach out. Thank you for being a part of the show. We love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.